All right, let's just jump right into it. We've all seen these videos, right? The ones promising a list of crypto coins that are just about to, go to the moon. But we're not here for financial advice today. Nope. Instead, we're going to pull back the curtain and actually deconstruct the playbook behind this kind of viral content. We're going to see how the sausage is made. It almost always kicks off with a hook, just like this. This is straight from the source material we're looking at. And the language, it's just so perfectly crafted. What if I told you that pulls you in immediately? Explode is such a powerful word, right? And then you get the deadline, before 2026, which creates this massive sense of urgency. It's basically a ticking clock designed to fire up your FOMO, your fear of missing out.
So that's really the big question we're tackling here. What is the formula? We're going to break down the anatomy of this whole persuasive technique, piece by piece. Think of it like a blueprint. And trust me, once you see it, you're going to start noticing it everywhere.
Okay, so the heart of the whole thing is almost always a countdown. It's such a classic storytelling device, and for good reason. It gives the whole thing a clear structure, it builds anticipation with every single reveal, and it absolutely keeps you watching, waiting to see what's going to be next on the list. All right, let's kick off the countdown. First up on the list, this is the one that really lays the groundwork for the entire argument. Any guesses what it might be? Yeah, no big surprise here, right? We start with the original, the big one, Bitcoin. But the real question is, why start here? Let's dig into the strategy behind this choice. Okay, now see what's happening here. Starting with Bitcoin is a super deliberate move to build credibility. It's the one coin literally everyone has heard of. And the language they use, king of crypto, safest long-term bet. It anchors the whole list in this feeling of stability and authority. It makes the creator look smart and reasonable right from the get-go. So now that they've set that foundation of trust, let's move on to number 2 and see how the argument starts to evolve from here. And coming in at number 2, another name you probably saw coming, Ethereum. But, and this is important, the angle they take for this one is totally different. So here's the pivot. If Bitcoin was all about safety and being the established leader, Ethereum is all about utility. Words like smart contracts and real-world use make it sound practical, essential even. And the idea that other projects depend on it, that makes it sound like it's a foundational piece of this whole new economy, hinting at some serious growth potential. All right, we're at the halfway point. So far, we've had credibility and we've had utility. Now the playbook takes a little turn. Let's see what's at number 3. And it's Solana. Now, you gotta listen closely to the shift in tactics right here. You see? This is a totally different persuasion technique. The appeal here is all about performance and social proof. I mean, fast transactions and low fees, those are real benefits anyone can wrap their head around. But the real key is that phrase, this coin is growing fast, especially with that rocket emoji. It's a direct appeal to momentum. It's basically saying, hey, everyone's getting on this train, you better get on too before it leaves the station.
Okay, just 2 left.
Have you noticed how the list is getting a little more niche as we go down? Yeah, that's totally intentional. Let's check out number 4. Number 4 on the list is Chainlink, and the way they justify this one is pretty clever. The play here is to frame Chainlink as critical infrastructure. It's the picks and shovels in the crypto gold rush. By saying it connects real-world data and is important for future projects, they're positioning it as this essential, forward-thinking investment. It makes you, the viewer, feel like a savvy insider just for knowing about it. But hang on, right before the grand finale, they hit you with this. This is what I call the viral boost trick. It's a calculated pause designed to grab anyone whose attention might be drifting. It promises a secret, a hidden gem, and it manufactures suspense to make damn sure you stick around for that final reveal. All right, here we go. The one we've all been waiting for, the so-called underrated final coin on the list is Arbitrum. And there it is, the final and maybe most powerful psychological trigger. This is all about scarcity and opportunity. Huge potential is kind of vague, but still early. Those are the magic words. That taps right into our desire to get it on the ground floor, to be one of the few who saw it coming. It turns a simple investment tip into this epic story about being a pioneer. So after the list is done and the excitement is at its absolute peak, the playbook shifts gears into a really crucial phase, the disclaimer. And this isn't just about covering their bases legally. This is all about psychology. Just look at how this is presented, like a series of responsible, helpful steps. By saying things like, crypto is risky and always do your own research, the creator suddenly sounds like a trustworthy guide, not some reckless promoter. And paradoxically, that makes all the super speculative stuff they just said feel more credible. It's a brilliant move.
And that leads us to the grand finale of the playbook. After all the hype and the trust-building disclaimer, it's time for the creator to get what they really want, to turn your attention into action. This table just lays it all out, plain and simple. Every single thing they ask you to do is tied to a specific goal for them. Subscribe now obviously grows their channel. Comment below builds a community, and more importantly, it tells the algorithm that this content is engaging. And asking which coin are you buying? Wow, that is genius. It gets you to publicly declare your interest, which makes you that much more invested in their little world.
So there you have it. We've deconstructed the entire formula. The hook, the countdown that builds credibility, the psychological triggers, the disclaimer that builds trust, and the final call to action. Now, the goal here was never to bash crypto, but to give you a new lens to look through. The next time you see a video promising the next big thing, you won't just see the coins, you'll see the playbook. You'll see exactly what's going on behind the scenes. And the only question left is, how's that going to change how you see things?